Hey guys, how's it going, Kripparrian? So today I want to talk about the adventures of Brann Bronzebeard. He's kind of like what was supposed to be, I think, the highlight of the League of Explorers, and he came out this week, and he's made for some really cool interactions with a few other cards. Now, when he doubles the battle cry effect, there are a few things that you kind of need to know if you're going to try your own adventures with Brann. It's that he doesn't let you choose like a different target for anything that you play. So for instance, if you play like Fire Elemental to do 3 damage to something, it's going to do 3 damage to that same thing another time. And if the first 3 damage kills it, then Brann basically does nothing. So there are a lot of active targeted abilities, battle cries, that just, aren't very effective. There's some things, quite a few things in fact, that really aren't very effective at all. And I've included a link in the description that you guys can see an infographic regarding what works and what doesn't if you just want your curiosity satisfied. But, there are a few things that are really powerful with Brann, and it mostly has to do with passive triggers, things that, don't actually require a target that do have battle cry triggers. So the ones that really inspired me were ones that complement the mill/fatigue decks very well. And those are the heal triggers. So for instance, Antique Heal Bot, it'll heal yourself for 8 twice, and other cards, particularly Cold Light Oracle, will draw 4 cards to each player, and this basically makes it so Brann acts like another Cold Light in the deck, because usually when you play Cold Light in a Fatigue deck or a Mill deck, you play it with another Cold Light. So instead of doing Cold Light, you do Brann Cold Light. It has the same effect. You have a bigger presence on the board, but Brann has higher flexibility that you can use them with other cards in the deck. So some people used Brann in other ways than that, but this is what really inspired me, and that's kind of what I made. I made a bunch of Mill decks. So the first one, which was actually very successful, was the Mill Druid. I didn't play it very much. I only played like 5 games, but I didn't lose any of those games. And I mean, at rank 5, that says something. That says the deck is pretty legit. I didn't play too many games because I know that Mill Druid still plays the same as the other Mill Druid, so it's not too much of a new thing. It does have also the other cool card from League of Explorers, the Reno Jackson. If you guys want to check out the deck, I have a few games to see, so you guys can see how it works, but it works very similar to other Mill Druids, so it wasn't too much of a new experience. It was just these cards that they added in League of Explorers, the legendaries, really pushed the deck into an acceptable range where I think it can defeat most tier 1, 2, and 3 decks. So the deck list is very similar to what you guys expect it to be. Brann has that flexibility where you can use it for card draw. You can use it with mind control tech. If your opponent has 5 creatures, you can do Brann MC tech and take 2 of them at random. You can you can just do a lot of stuff. It's just really cool. So yeah, the deck is actually very good. It plays out just as before. It grinds out most of the slow decks. Naturalize makes it so you're never out fatigued. It is a pretty slow deck though, so you're gonna have to be a bit patient. But it's definitely a good one. It's definitely one that highlights the true strength of Brann. It's the flexibility and it's the power. So if you draw Brann in the early game, you can often just push for a very nice turn. But if you don't, often what happens in these type of mill decks is you have to use like a Cold Light, you have to use like a heal in the early game, and it makes it so if you make it to the late game, you can choose what you want to push for, and it actually allows you to have a more aggressive lethal situation. So because you probably have to play like a Cold Light Oracle in the mid game ish just to sustain your hand, it makes it so when you only have your one other Cold Light Oracle, you can use it in conjunction with Brann to have a higher fatigue burst to slay your opponent. And that's basically what inspires the other deck, the Mill Rogue. Now, this deck uses mostly the principle that when you play Cold Light Oracle and gang up, you have so many Cold Light Oracles that when you play more Cold Light Oracles, you're just going to draw more Cold Light Oracles. So you have like a ridiculous card engine, and because of Shadow Step, you can actually play Brann, Cold Light, Shadow Step, and then Cold Light again. So you can draw 12 cards. So the endgame burst situation in the Mill Rogue deck is absolutely absurd. This deck is so insane when it comes to that potential. But the problem is that it has the same very large weakness as the other mill roads, and it has to do with the fact that you just lose to yourself. You just don't draw Cold Light, you run out of cards, and you have to use removal in very inefficient ways, and you just run out of steam. So I think the deck's actually terrible. I did particularly bad with it. I didn't even break 50% win rate with this deck, so don't bother trying it. But what I have to say is that Brann really is the highlight of this deck. It shows off some extremely wild games. And, if that is why you play Hearthstone, if that is what you expect when you make a new deck, when you're playing a new deck, then maybe this deck is for you. Just keep in mind that you probably won't win all that much with it. Overall, though, Brann has kind of led into... It's been a lot like Reno Jackson. It's been a lot like some of the other cards they introduced in League of Explorers, where it creates stronger deck archetypes that weren't very strong before. It creates new deck archetypes, and it's just such a fun card. So even though the quantity of cards in this expansion obviously is not very high, I think we're still looking at like 40, the quality and what they actually do to impact the game has been outstanding. So let's hope for more of that. But for now, I have some awesome clips highlighting little old Brann for you guys, so you guys can gain maybe a little bit more appreciation for the dude. So check those out. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Alone guide my lands.
Who knows what secrets will uncover? I'm almost out of cards. My hand is too full. I'm out of cards. For the wilds. I can see.
Oh, we beat the worst matchup. Alright. Give me that Brann draw. He has to realize by now there's no way he can win, right?
For the wilds.
This is lethal, right?
Who knows what secrets will uncover? I'm almost out of cards. I'm out of cards. I wait for no one.
Oh, it doesn't let me unturn. Someone died. GG, Broseph. That's a combo. Let's actually see how many. We're gonna try harder. We're gonna see how many mulligans. Because Zulocks tend to not mulligan much, and handlocks mulligan like their whole hand. Okay, so it's probably handlock. Should I maybe not keep MC Tech? But even the handlocks these days. Let's keep it all bucket. Bucket. Brann boys. Okay, it's handlock.
For the wilds.
I'm gonna grind that shit down.
Buying
Okay,
or selling.
I am ready.
This might be the new Warlock shit. I know the new Warlock shit runs Zombie Chow. Yeah, seems to be that.
I must safeguard the land.
Ah, the great outdoors.
I really need a spell.
For the wild. I see you.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Engaging TC-130 into
Wrecked.
this locator.
Trouble?
Gonna Argus up here.
My shield for Argus.
So, he doesn't have a sea giant then. That's good to know.
I wait for no one.
Trouble?
Okay, we made it.
Buying or selling.
Think it was the wrong target? I think it was fine.
Who are you?
For the wild. The end is close.
Drink with me, friend.
Looking pretty good. Oh, that's an expensive one.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
That's a misplay. And we have lethal. Okay. It's so much better to go first. But yeah, what can you do? Wouldn't Malorn be awesome? It'd be alright. Unnecessary though. That's pretty good.
For the wild. For the wilds.
Kinda sucks.
The end is coming.
Should I play the silence as well? Probably. Shredder's kind of a curious card to see. This might be Patron Warrior. With the zoo garbage that's been apparently rampant on ladder, the Patron Warrior would make sense.
done.
What's he playing?
My hand is filled.
Armor Smith.
My hand is filled.
Emperor! Oh! Peace!
I see.
6 mana naturalized. Don't mind if I do.
My hand is filled.
Goes War Axe. He's probably not too happy with me right now. Hey, you can actually play Poison Seeds with nothing on the board. That's pretty interesting. I still think this might be a Grim Patron Warrior, in which case my control tech might not be that bad.
Engaging
My control tech it is.
Into dislocator.
We have to play it because we're at 10 cards. The cards we have left in our deck are considerably more valuable than the few we've already played.
I have no time for games.
For the wilds.
I really want to. It mills 2 cards.
For the wilds.
Ow. There's some...
My hand is filled.
Oh, just a card! Yes! Totally worth. You don't think there's any way you can win? Yeah, that might be right.
I must safeguard. For the wilds.
Ooh. I'm gonna bash my face. Interesting.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
For the wilds.
Get it. Nice. Perfect BGH.
I've got the beast in my stable.
For the wilds.
I dream and the world trembles.
For the wilds. I can wait no longer. Back to work.
Holy shit. That hurt.
We're gonna be rich.
But he doesn't want to draw.
We're gonna be rich.
Not bad. I need to save the other Wrath in case he Alistrazes me.
I can take the hit.
I kind of have to play a Starfire anyway, right? Let's just go for it here. Yeah, we can hold off from playing 2 Starfires, and we should, but I think we need more removal, because he still has a lot of cards here, right? So we can't just never use Starfire.
I'm almost out of cards.
How did Reno work? Well, Reno only works off of cards in your deck that are still in your deck. So I can tell by the deck tracker, and you guys can as well, that there's no duplicate cards left in the deck. So the reason Reno Jackson works in this deck is because it's a fatigue deck. So I stall the game until I draw most of my deck, or my entire deck in some cases, and then I play Reno. I have tons of other healing to get me to that stage.
I've got the beast in my sights.
I must safeguard the land. For the wilds.
We're doing that because
Cards.
we have to play something. If we play nothing, we mill our next card, and we can't afford to mill either Youthful Brewmaster or Brann. Those are 2 very valuable cards. Actually, no, we were at 9. We didn't have to play anything. Well, fuck it. Good enough. Our burst is gonna be Brann Grove Tender. So we want to make sure to not use those cards.
For the wilds.
I'm literally gonna play nothing. If I draw Brann, I might just mill the Youthful Brewmaster. I guess in this case, I can accelerate it 1 turn.
Ah, the great outdoors.
I'm out of cards.
Drink with me, friend.
For the wilds.
I'm at 10, but I have no cards left in my deck, so... I guess technically it bounced. Once.
For the wilds.
Pyro? Why? He's got weapons and stuff. Holy fuck. I actually don't know if I can deal with that.
Time waits for no one. For the wilds.
Smork? How much damage did you just take? He just took 5. So he's gonna take 6, 7, 8, which is just 21. It's game over. Rippin' pepperonis. We just need Cold Light, really. We'll probably lose, but that'll be a pretty interesting game. I wouldn't mind that. Actually, would we? No, Gang Up would win. We'd win against Mildred.
Another night on the prowl. Here we go.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here.
Here we go.
Where shall I start? Death does not scare me.
We actually have a pretty good hand against
I
them.
must safeguard the land.
Here we go.
No surprise.
Unnatural.
Here we go.
Type of cards.
Okay, I think we got it. I think that was the play. Carried by Fell Reaver. Yeah, about time we win once with this deck. Oh, he's dead. That's it. Oh my god. How much fatigue damage? So, 3, 4.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Yes! The BM. He's at 1. Let's see the overkill damage. $30 damage. Easy peasy. Us! We won one! We did it! I don't know if I've ever seen this card in Mage.
I'll show them all!
Here we go.
Reno Mage.
Death does not
Here
scare
we
me.
go.
Zombie Chow, okay. I shouldn't be eating at night. Like, the party I went to had really shitty food, so I couldn't eat there. Party? Yeah, dude. Fucking rave party. Oh, I got it connected here.
By the power of Ragnarok, I have the power! We hunger for vengeance!
Here we go.
Funnel cakes! Get your funnel cakes here!
I dream and the world
Oh.
trembles.
How to kill that? Not very sure.
Here we go.
Gang up you, Sarah. He's got like a million removals, so no, that's not gonna work. If that was a cold light, I could have killed both those. I have to use a shadow step.
Here we go.
Healbot pass doesn't work, because then I need the healbot to stay alive next turn. The only way I can do that is by shadow stepping back, so I have to shadow step. It's not GG. The cold light oracle would work wonders here. But I need it. I need the cold light right now. It's only a few cards different.
Here we go.
I just can't combo cold. I can't get cold light. That's it. If you play this deck and you get bad draws, you just can't do anything. That's the problem. And we have that. We have that as a really big problem right now. Like, we need cold light right fucking now. Okay, good.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
My hand is too full.
We have to prep. Gang up.
Too soon.
Sap. Shadow step. Play it again.
Here we
Back. Gang up again.
hand is too full. I have no time for games.
Your history.
Almost out of cards. No cards. Almost out of cards. I'm out of cards.
Can we kill Brann, or are we gonna just kill ourselves here?
Choose soon.
We don't die, right? I don't think so. No. Okay. Okay. Okay.